New at 6, a York County supervisor is arrested while out on the water this weekend. Officers with Virginia Marine Resources Commission charged Chad Green with driving a boat while under the influence, as well as failing to stop for police. Green provided us with a statement. He said he was on his way home from dinner with his wife and her friends Saturday night. VMRC officers flipped on their lights. Green tells us he did not realize the officers were approaching his boat. As soon as he did, he signaled that he was going another 500 feet or so to his dock. In the statement, Green says, quote, "It was never my intent to give the impression I was evading them. Alcohol was involved and I did make errors in judgment and want to acknowledge that I will accept any and all responsibility for my actions and will work every day to do better to serve the people of York County."